He said, I can't complain. Turns out he could. So on the bus the other day, nothing worse than someone singing along out loud to their music. Even worse, when it's not the same song they're listening to. Eventually this woman said, shut up! So I did. You ever been to one of those, what are they called, parties? You've been to a party? I went to one once, early 2000s. 2 words, Tupperware party. One of those words intrigued me, party. So I went. I arrived, the host didn't invite me, party crasher. She looked at me a bit strange, I went in. Apparently you're not supposed to take your own Tupperware to a Tupperware party. Got inside, no music. Didn't stop me dancing though, there I was. It's really hard to dance to no music when you're carrying Tupperware. There were no footballers' wives there. Apparently even Tupperware can't contain their secrets. Worth it for just one person in the audience. Here's a tip though, if someone buys you Tupperware, they're a keeper of Tupperware, a hoarder. That persistent plastic problem, it'll just go on for ages. And apparently, Tupperware is both dishwasher proof and microwavable. I know this is true because I wrapped my son in it, put him into the microwave, Tupperware came out undamaged. Eventually they asked me to leave, and I was in counselling for months. Not because I'd gone to a Tupperware party, but because there was a talking walrus who'd gone there looking for an airtight seal. He didn't find one, he ended up in counselling with me. And he kept going on, he was there with me and he went, I am you and you are me and we are one and we are all together. I was confused. They're not even the right words. Wrong order. And then he said he hated the Beatles. He hated John Lennon particularly. And he goes, you're an egghead to the psychologist. He said, you're an egghead to me. I thought he said, it's not egghead anyway in the song, but nonetheless. He said, and I'm the walrus. We're in these Beatles reference there. It gets worse, don't worry. And then he said, he claimed that he knew Mark David Chapman, who'd actually killed John Lennon. I knew that story was long in the tooth. Because walruses only live for 40 years and John Lennon was killed in 1980. You knew that, didn't you? But he kept blubbering on about things, he kept going through deep waters, he kept saying he should be a Tupperware rat because there's 2.5 million. He said, look, I'm adaptable, I'm versatile, and I'm durable. Why am I not able to be a Tupperware rep? And I learned to, anyway, Tupperware, have you noticed it's become an underground movement? Have you noticed that? No one's having Tupperware parties anymore. It's all sort of, oh, would you like to buy Tupperware? Now we're into biodegradable stuff, aren't we? Everything's biodegradable, even the forks are biodegradable, so if you get hungry, you can eat them. But if you work in an office, you'll know this, all the forks go missing at lunchtime, don't they? Just spoons left. Just goes to prove that everyone's into forking, but not spooning. But anyway, look, I'll be honest with you, I learned 2 things from that party. The first thing I learned is, never go to a Tupperware party and dance to no music. And secondly, I learned, never go to counselling with a walrus. Always go on your own. Anyway, I always like to look at a guy, every morning I get up, I look at myself in the mirror, and I say, how are you? And I always say the same thing, I can't complain. Thanks very much, I've been Ant Lecters.